Hi students, today let's start a new lesson. Lesson to transport. Lesson to transport. So, in this lesson, we discuss about means of transport. We know that we use different vehicles for transporting to travel from one place to another. We use many types of transports. Okay, so from nowadays we know that cars are become the common means of transport nowadays. Yes, then we know that in ancient times, people used to travel either on foot or ride on animals like a horse, bullock carts, they use bullocks, etc. Okay, so not bullocks, and they use animals to travel from one place to another. Later, the wheel was invented. After the invention of wheel, then that invention leads to make vehicles, not transporting vehicles like bullock carts, then horse carts, etc. Then that invention of wheel made the life of ancient peoples, the travel life of ancient peoples more easier to travel from one place to another. Okay. Then today we know that the means of transport have changed. Then we know that for the invention of many ways of transportations like railways, waterways, then airways, these means of transports are invented. So like the railways, waterways and airways. Okay. So by using these transporting facilities through railways, airways and waterways, the people can easily cover hundreds of kilometers in hours. Then they can select their transport depends on distance, time, cost and size of the things that have to be transported. So that all the things depends, if we select a transporting facility, that transporting facility depends on the distance we cover, then it depends upon the distance, then cost, then time and size of the things that to be transported. Okay. So once again in this chapter we learn about what? We learn about transport. We learn about what? We learn about transport. Okay. So we know that during ancient times people used their food and they use animals for traveling. Then after the invention of wheel, they make bullock carts and horse carts for traveling. For traveling, they use bullock carts and horse carts for transporting facilities. Then nowadays it is changed into after the invention of railways, roadways and waterways. Railways, airways and waterways. Then the faster means of transport allow people to cover long distance of, that means hundreds of distance within a short time or kilometers in hours. Then the choice of transport depends on the distance, time, cost and the things, the size of the things that to be transported. Next we are going to learn about roadways. First of all we are going to learn about ways. Then India has a large network of roads. India has a large network of roads. The most important roads in our country are the highway. First, most important roads in our country are highways. India has a large network of roads. The most important roads in our country are the highways. Then the highways are broad, long metal roads, long and broad metalled roads. The highways are long and broad metalled roads. There are two types of highways in our country. National highways and state highways. 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 Okay, the national highways connect state capitals. It connects state capitals. They are maintained by the central government. The national highways are maintained by central government or government of India. It is maintained by who? Central government. Central government. The state highways are built by state governments. Okay, children, all of you listen. Here in this chapter we learn about the means of transport. We know that India have a large network of roadways. So the most important roads in our country are highways. So highways are of two types: national highways and state highways. National highways and state highways. National highways and state highways. The national highways are long and broad metal roads. Then the national highways are maintained by the central government or the government of India. The state highways are made by or built by the state governments. Okay, they connect all important cities and towns within a state to the national highways. The state highways connect all cities, towns, villages to the national highway, to the national highways. All the highways are given a specific numbers. All the highways are given a specific numbers. Okay. Once again, in roadways, India has a long, wide network of roadways, and also one of the most important roadways is highways. So there are two types of highway: national highway and state highway. The national highway is maintained by the central government, and the state highway is maintained by the state government. Then the state highways then connect all the small cities, towns, villages to the national highways. National highways, and also all the highways have a specific number. One of the oldest highway is the Grand Trunk Road. One of the oldest highway. Which is the oldest highway? Grand Trunk Road. Grand Trunk Road. Grand Trunk Road. Okay, Grand Trunk Road. Road is the one of the oldest highway. So it is built by Sher Shah Suri. It is built by Sher Shah Suri in the 16th century. It is built by who? Sher Shah. Sher Shah Suri. In the 16th century. Sher Shah Suri. 16th century. In 16th century. Okay. Once again, one of the oldest highway is Grand Trunk Road, that is built by Sher Shah Suri. Sher Shah Suri in the 16th century. The 16th century. Okay. NH44 from Srinagar to Kanyakumari is the longest national highway in India. Which is the longest national highway? NH44. NH44. NH44 means National Highway number 44. It is the longest highway. It is the longest national highway. Longest national highway. Longest NH. That means longest national highway is NH44 from Srinagar to Kanyakumari. From Srinagar to where? Kanyakumari. From Srinagar to Kanyakumari. I think all of you understood about the roadways. About the roadways. Once again, roadways consist of the most important roadway is the highway. Two types of highways are there: national highway and state highway. National highways are maintained by the central government or government of India. Then next is state government. The one of the longest national highway is NH44. That is national highway number 44. It is from Srinagar to Kanyakumari. It is the longest national highway, NH44. Then state highway is maintained by or it is built by the state governments. The state highway connects all the cities, towns, villages to the national highways. And also all the highways have specific numbers like NH44, NH47, like that. Okay. Next one, one of the oldest highway is the Grand Trunk Road. It is built by Sher Shah Suri during 16th century. In the 16th century. Okay, next one. Types of road. Type of roads. Type of roads. Type of roads. Type of roads. There are two types of roads in our country: metalled and unmetalled. Metalled and unmetalled. Okay. The types of roads. There are two types of roads. They are metalled and unmetalled. Metal road and unmetalled. Metal road and unmetalled road. Metal road and unmetalled roads. Roads made up of stone chippings mixed with tar or cement to have a smooth surface are called metal roads. The metal roads are made up of with the cement, metal chippings and stone chippings mixed with the tar or cement. Stone chippings. Stone chippings mixed with the tar or cement for getting a smooth surface. For getting a smooth surface road, it is called a metalled road. Unmetalled road means then are generally found then. Where is metalled road cities, towns, and even in rural areas, we can see that which type of roads, metalled roads. Unmetalled roads we can see in villages of our country. In hilly areas, tunnels have been dug through the hills and mountains to make roads. Bridges have been built across rivers to connect its opposite banks to roads. All the necessary things that we use in our day-to-day life are transported through roads. Truly, the roadways from the backbone of our country. So here, unmetalled roads we can see on the villages. There is, we can see only stones, soil. There is no tar and stone chippings are used for used in the unmetalled roads. We can see in villages. In villages, we can see what type of road, unmetalled roads, and also we use type of roads like tunnels and bridges. We use bridges. We use to travel through tunnels and bridges. Tunnels means under the hills we make tunnels to travel. Then over the rivers to travel across the river from one bank to another, we make bridges. So we use bridges, tunnels, the metalled road and unmetalled roads for transporting. Okay. All of you understood about the type of roads? Okay, once again about type of roads. There are two types of roads, metalled road and unmetalled road. Metalled roads are made up of stone clippings with the stone chippings mixed with the tar or cement for getting a smooth surface road. That is called metalled roads. Metalled roads we can see in towns, cities and in rural areas. Unmetalled roads we can see in village areas, unmetalled roads, and also we make tunnels and bridges for traveling. So we make tunnels under the hills and towns. Then we use bridges to travel across the banks of the river from one bank to another bank of the river. Okay. Next one. Here in the textbook, highway is given. Say scene of highway. Then here is a metalled road. That metalled road is made up of stone chippings mixed with the tar or cement. It's a smooth surface road. This is a unmetalled road. Then here we can see a tunnel. A road built through a tunnel in the mountains. Then first of all make a tunnel, then make a road, then through the tunnels. Then bridges, a road built over a river bridge. Next one, railways, metros and monorail. Railways, metros and monorail. Railways, metros and monorail. Railways, metros and monorail. The first train India ran in 1853 between Mumbai to Thane. The first train. Ran 1853 from Mumbai to Thane. From Mumbai to Thane. Okay. Then India has spread its railway network far and wide. Then today India's railway network is the second largest in Asia and the fourth largest in the world. So from this we can say the first train ran in India from Mumbai to Thane in 1853. Then so today India's railway network is the second largest in Asia. About India's railway network, we can say that in Asia, India's position is second largest position, second largest place in Asia. Then fourth largest in the world, fourth largest in the world about rail. Then the rail network of India is 64,000 kilometer long. The rail network of India is 64,000 kilometer long. The earlier steam engines have now been replaced with the diesel and electric engines. We know that electric train and diesel trains. In earlier periods, steam engines are used in rails. So it is replaced with the diesel and electric engines. And also once again about the railways, the first train ran in 1853 from Mumbai to Thane. Then about today's railway network, India is on the second largest position in Asia and fourth largest position in the world in railway. Railway network. Next, types of trains. Next one, types of trains. There are two types of trains. There are two types of trains. First one goods train and second one passenger train. Goods train, then second one passenger train. Goods train and passenger train. The types of train depends upon what they carry. Okay, so the goods train that carry the goods only. The passenger train that carry the passengers. Okay. So the goods trains that carry goods from one place to another. If it carries only goods from one place to another, the passenger train carries passengers carries only the passengers from one place to another. The fastest train in India is Gatiman Express. It can travel with a speed of 160 km per hour. It is the fastest train in India, Gatiman. Then it can travel with a speed of 160 km per hour. Then trains like Shatabdi and Rajdhani run at the speed of 140 km per hour. Second position. Okay, this is the fastest train in India, Gatiman Express. Okay, it travels 160 km per hour. Okay, all of you understood about that? Okay. Then once again, types of trains. There are two types of trains. We know that is goods train and passenger train. That types of train depends upon the thing that carry. What they carry. Goods train carry only the goods from one place to another. The passenger trains carry the passengers from one place to another. The fastest train in India is Gatiman Express. It can travel 160 km per hour. Shatabdi and Rajdhani Express travels 140 km per hour. Okay. Then in many cities of our country like Delhi, Bangalore, Lucknow, Chennai, Kolkata, they are metro cities. Then these train travel on elevator. These train travel on elevator or underground tracks. Metro rail system is there in our countries, like in the cities like Delhi, Bangalore, Lucknow, Chennai, Kolkata. Then in Mumbai, people travel from one place to another using the local trains. They are known as lifeline of the city of Mumbai. Mumbai is also the first city in India where the monorail has been also introduced. In India, the first city which is the first city in India where the monorail has been introduced. That is Mumbai. Okay, which is the first? Where is the first city in India where the monorail has been also introduced? Monorail, Mumbai. Okay, then Mumbai, Kolkata, Bangalore, Lucknow, Delhi. These all are metro cities, and also metro rail systems are used in these cities. And also some people use local trains like a lifeline of the city of Mumbai. First monorail is introduced in where the city Mumbai. Next we are going to learn about waterways. Next, waterways. Next one, waterways. Waterways. Water transport is one of the cheapest means of transport. Heavy and bulky goods are transported through waterways in oceans, sea, river and lakes. There are two types of ships. We know that which are the water transports used: ship, then boat, yachts, etc. where we used in water transports. So there are two types of ships we used in water transport: cargo ship and passenger ships. First one, cargo ships. Cargo ships. Then second one, passenger ships. Cargo ships and passenger ships. Cargo ships and passenger ships. Okay. So, in India has a long coastline. There are 13 major and about 200 minor ports. Which is the largest port in India? Mumbai. Which is the largest port? Mumbai port. Mumbai port is the largest port. Mumbai port is the largest port in India. Largest port in India. Mumbai port is the largest port in India. Why Mumbai has? So because in terms of the volume of traffic it handles, we can say that Mumbai port is the largest port in India. So once again, waterways. So which is the waterways is the low cost transporting systems. So through waterways we can transport bulky and heavy goods transported through sea, oceans, lakes, rivers, etc. And also there are two types of ships we use in water transports: cargo ships and passenger ships. Cargo ships and passenger ships. Okay. Next one. Next, airways. Next, about airways. Next, airways. Next, airways. We know that through airways, which are the different types of transportation we use? Yes, aeroplane, helicopter, hot air balloon, then etc. were used in airways. It is the fastest means of transport. Aeroplane. Aeroplane is the fastest. Aeroplane is the fastest means of transport. Aeroplane is the fastest means of transport. Aeroplane is the fastest means of transport. Okay. Then so once again children, what all things we learned today? We learned about transport. We learned about what? We learned about transport. We learned about different types of transport systems. They are air transport, water transport, water transport and road transports we learned. Okay, first of all we learned about the roadways. Most important roadway is highway. Two types of highway we learned. First of all, national highway and state highway. National highway is maintained by the central government or government of India. State highway is maintained by the state government. Then it is the longest national highway, NH47, National Highway 44, from Srinagar to Kanyakumari. Okay, then the state highway joining the villages, cities, towns to the national highway. Then we learned about what type of roads. There are two types of roads, metalled and unmetalled roads. Then metalled roads are made up of stone chippings mixed with the cement or tar to get a perfect or smooth surfaced roads that are called metalled roads. Metalled roads we can see in towns, villages, towns, cities, in rural areas. Unmetalled roads we can see in villages, and also we use tunnels. Then we make tunnels. Through the tunnels we make roads to travel. Then we make bridges over the rivers, lakes, then sea, ocean to travel from one banks of the river to another bank of the river. Then we learned about railways, metros and monorail. Then where is the first monorail was introduced? Then in Mumbai city. Okay, then we learned about waterways. Okay, so children, so let's wind up the class. All of you read your text